Hello everyone, my name is Keisha with student number 209 and here I am as project manager of a digital transformation initiative in Asphalt University. As a project manager, I identified risks that is system downtime during go live. The likelihood of this risk occurring is medium. Although careful preparation can lower the risk, the intricacy of combining AI or cloud capabilities and moving a large institution library system raise the possibility of unforeseen problems. The impact of this risk is high because if a system downtime or system is failure during go live could have a negative impact on academic operation and harm the university reputation, especially if it happens during periods of high enrollment. I recommend some mitigation. One is a preventive action. The preventive actions such as 1. Comprehensive testing, 2. Plan the go live for when there is little academic activity, 3. Detailed go live plan, and 4. Deploy a standby technical support team available 20 hours till 48 hours post-launch. And I also recommend some contingency strategies, and such as 1. As a backup throughout the transfer, keep the old system accessibility only by reading it, and 2. On-site support, and the last is 3. Post-go live.
Hello, I am Kans as the Deputy Project Manager in the Asheville University Library Digital Transformation Project. Today, I will explain one of the main risks that we identified, namely software licensing delays and schedule coordination issues. This risk is related to software licensing delays and lack of coordination between teams. This can hamper important state of the project such as system testing, user training, and launching a new system. The impact can be serious, delayed schedule, cost overrun, loss of stakeholder trust, and disruption of academic access. For the risk level of likelihood medium because the processing process and coordination between large teams often face obstacles. Level of impact high because if it happens, it can stop entire project state and reduce user readiness. Some of the preventive measures that we have designed include 1. Start licensing procurement from the early stage. 2. Conduct routine coordination between IT, procurement, and vendor teams. 3. Create an iterated project timeline and share it with all teams. 4. Add deadline and penalty clauses to vendor contract. If the risk still occurs, here are some backup strategies. 1. Prepare a crisis communication plan for all parties involved. 2. Use trial license or alternative system for temporary training. 3. Break the launch schedule into several steps to reduce major impact. 4. Develop backup scenarios for activities that are directly affected.
Okay, it then pivot in the digital library system implementation is staff resistant, often due to first of job loss, unfamiliarity with digital tools, and discomfort with technological change. This can lead to reduced system usage, delays, and dissatisfaction. The risk is considered highly likely as staff have shown concern about the digital shift. While the impact is moderate, it may slow implementation and reduce satisfaction if not properly managed. To mitigate this, preventive action include conducting digital workshop and hands-on training, designing a user-friendly interface that mirror current workflow, involving staff in development to build ownership, and communicating clearly that the system supports rather than replace their work.
I'm Natania, Deputy Librarian. As a Deputy Librarian, I identify risk, staff needs survey, and adaptation incentive. The likelihood is medium, considering that surveys may not always capture the user needs. The impact is also medium, as poor adaptation efforts can reduce staff participation and compromise system utilization across the library. And mitigation recommendation. At first, preventive action, conduct UI or UX surveys and focus group discussion, involve staff members in co-designing key features of the system, align incentive with staff roles and digital competency gaps, provide pre-launch micro-learning modules, and contingency strategies, adjust incentive programs based on early feedback, deploy a responsive support team to address adoption issues, and reevaluate survey tools and repeat assessment post-launch.
Well then, I am Amalia. As an IT system analyst, will first explain the one related critical risks of losing or corrupting existing record when transferring to the new system. In this project, I identify the risk of data migration and validation vulnerable point, and then level the risks. There is a high risk of data migration and validation issues, given that the transition from an outdated physical to digital system requires complex data extraction and transformation processes. The impact is considered high because data migration failure would directly damage the core functionality of the new digital library system. And then the mitigation recommendation for preventive action are 1. Perform a fully daily backup before migration. 2. Use automated validation tools such as Talon to ensure accuracy and consistency. 3. Set data quality standards and test each record against those standards. 4. Implement migration in stages rather than all at once so that validation can be performed at each stage. And then the contingency strategies are 1. Perform a pilot migration on important data for initial testing. 2. Form a rapid response team comprising IT experts and librarians. 3. Prepare a rollback protocol to revert to the all system if the migration fails. So the next point will be explained by my college.
Hello, I'm Afisa as an IT system analyst. In Eastfield University Digital Library Transformation Project, one of the key risks identified is system security and data recovery. The likelihood of security breach or data recovery failure is considered medium, as standard security measures can help reduce exposure. However, the impact is high because incidents such as data leaks, loss of academic records, or system outages could severely disrupt campus operation, damage the university's reputation, and erode user trust in the new digital platform. While their event may not occur frequently, their potential consequences are significant, making this risk a priority for mitigation. To mitigate this risk, we recommend several actions: conduct regular security audit and penetration tests, encrypt all sensitive data both in transit and at rest, implement role-based access control for system user, install and monitor intrusion detection or prevention system (IDS or APS), provide cybersecurity awareness training for staff and librarians. We also propose contingency strategies such as develop and test comprehensive disaster recovery plans, automate daily cloud backup to a separate secure location, create a real-time alert system for suspicious activities, and prepare a communication protocol for informing stakeholders in the event or a breach.
Hi, I'm Zakia Shari. As the faculty representative, because of the implementation of university's digital library system, we are having a new risk. The risk is about lack of library digital system learning, so we are identifying the level of the risk. The likelihood of the risk occurring is high because the system is entirely new and involved in thousands of users with varying levels of digital literacy. So the impact of the risk is high, which is significant to the effectiveness of the system. Although it doesn't cause the technical failure, but it can reduce the value of investment and user confidence. So we are having a mitigation recommendations, and we are planning a preventive actions. The first one is structured microlearning modules. So we are going to developing short video-based modules and interactive guides that can be accessed on demand for lecturers and students. The second one is hybrid face-to-face training and webinars. So we are organizing in-person trainings and making a Q&A sessions periodically before and after the launch. The third one is faculty digital champions. So we are gonna making a appointment representative in each study program who are trained early as digital champions to help their peers. And the last one is simulation sessions. So we are gonna simulating the use of the system in academic activities. For example, how to make a assignment that require access to digital journals. So we are making a contingency strategies. The first one is dedicated post-launch help desk. So we are activating a rapid response help desk that focus on handling academic queries for the first months until 3 months. And the second one is quick evaluation and feedback. So we are surveying user satisfaction and training effectiveness every 2 weeks for the first month until 2 months or 3 months for adjustment. And the last one is extended transition period. So we are providing parallel access for digital and physical on a limited basis for the initial 1 until 2 months to avoid system shock.
Hi everyone, I'm Sally Mutiara with class in PM258. I play the role as student union representative. Identify risks, privacy and cyber security threats. Identify the risks. The shift to a cloud-based digital library system presents serious concern regarding data security, especially involving private student information such as name, borrowing activity, and academic records. These vulnerabilities make the system a potential target for cyber threats like hacking, unauthorized access, and ransomware. Students have expressed anxiety over the possibility of their personal information being compromised. Failure to adequately protect this data could lead to mistrust, reluctance to use the system, and possible legal repercussions for the institution if a breach were to occur. Next is level the risk. The likelihood of this risk is medium, since proper security measures can help reduce exposure, but the evolving nature of cyber threats remains a concern. The impact is high, as any compromise in data privacy can cause severe reputation damage, legal issue, and widespread user resistance, especially from the student body. Therefore, I have mitigation recommend actions for this case. There is preventive actions and contingency strategies. The first is preventive actions. 1. Apply inscriptions to safeguard all stored and transmit data. 2. Restrict strategy access using role-specific permissions. 3. Install tools to detect and prevent suspicious activities. 4. Provide awareness training in cybersecurity for library and technical staff. The contingency strategy is 1. Activate an emergency system lockdown immediately upon detection of a potential data breach to limit further access and prevent escalations. 2. Send performal notification to all users in event of appearance, including details of what occurred and the action being taken to resolve the issue. 3. Provide students with the options to review, adjust, or withdraw their data permissions explicitly regarding how personal information is stored and used.